it would be prudent of me to actually scale back on some of the larger amounts that I've ordered. Oh, but I've already got them ordered up. Well, what's she gonna do? What do the Ottos have in their flagship? Well, I think the... Well, no, it must have survived, otherwise we would have gotten the event of eradicating it. I'm glad to get those galleys there and then, though, because once they've healed themselves up, we'll be able to have them go out and share the fun. Clearly I'm not getting mashed enough here, though. We'll keep you at a nice solid 50 galleys. The rest will be used for extensive blockading of the British. The Ottomans. Jings, the Queen's gonna call me up and have my lugs for a mistake like that. So get rid of those 3, don't worry about them. These 16, however, need to go and join in the blockading fun. I want to have the Ottomans under more or less full blockade, and I see you. Don't think for 5 seconds that I don't see you there, Ottomans. I'm gonna have you hosed. The Welsh separatists doing what the Welsh do, which is separate. My economy is still in the toilet, and I'm not fond of that. Maybe I brought too many of these guys out. Right, some of these guys are really, really banged up. But they do... Uh-oh, yeah, see, that's exactly the problem. That's not a fight that I'm going to win. That's a fight I'm going to be saying goodbye to those 12 galleys over. I went out too aggressively. Yeah, those guys are already dead. Well, easy come, easy go. Those smug buggers. Alright, well that just tells me where I need to keep an eye on them. Still, I would like to have more galleys out and about and causing trouble for these guys. And I'm still building up the galleys, so it's no big deal. Right. It's not raid o'clock on anywhere just yet. Important places to do it are Anatolia and the Balkans and the British. It looks like the end of next year, maybe 2 years' time to call it safe, is time to do Anatolia. That's good money there, but I still need to get them under wraps. It's going to feel good to have Crete back, though. That much is for certain. I want my transports keeping an eye on you. And since I know where the bulk of the Ottoman fleet is, what I could probably do is keep them under wraps with these heavies. That's risky, but bear with me. Keep them under wraps with these heavies. I think we'd win with that. And then you guys have relative freedom to go and screw over the Ottomans with extensive blockading. Especially on Constantinople. That's where I really want to get it done. There's a bit of a risk there. I mean, look at all the galleys they got go. Oh man, alive! How can I resist? Oh, it's raiding Rhodes. Well, we can raid Rhodes with all the other ones just to keep it more clinical. Otherwise, I'm going to lose out in the long run. You'll regenerate a bit faster if we have you in port there. Siege down Cyprus and Rhodes for the war score. It's exactly what we're getting to. That's why I've left these guys here. I don't want to have too many people going on these sieges though, because they're still relatively small level forts. Maybe that's not enough. Maybe that's overkill, but I'll take it. Regrettably, they will need funded for this. Otherwise, they'll all just tick away and die. So I have you pretty much under wraps there. You know what, rather than do that, have you blockade here. I just like getting a bunch of blockades going. How about a coring? Northumberland and West March. I did make you guys full areas, so it's not a crime to full core you up. The Gaelics wish to rise up. That's a bit of a shame because I'm still not done with Perth. Hopefully they rise up in Argyll and give me time to beat Perth. That's not a guarantee though. War exhaustion ain't great. Of course it's ticking up, so we had Crete and Naxos dealt with for a wee while, in a bad way. On the plus side though, decent spoils of war from blockades even. I'm a bit worried about him, but I'm more worried about these ones. I need more galleys and I need them here fast. I wonder if you'll pop out to play or if you're scared enough. Right, this is a bit out of range for me, which is unfortunate. However, it does let me blockade Constantinople. And that is good money. That is pretty damn good money. Where is it? 5 ducats. It's going to be less than that. It's going to be more like 2.5 because the blockade impact has not yet been factored in. And I'll take it and run. So let's get you guys over to deal with Rhodes and Cyprus. Hopefully the Ottoman fleet doesn't pop out and give me a bad time. War score is war score. There we go. Should take care of that quite nicely. And I still need to figure out a good way to get Naxos back, because that's the key point right there. It is ticking war score against me. But getting the Ottomans under such blockade, that helps out a fair chunk. I'm not wanting to delay on this any further. I need extra galleys over here. I feel ridiculously unsafe in the Aegean Sea. Aegean? Aegean? I don't know, I'm not good with words. Red Armor pops in to say hello. Well, welcome. Starting to feel that Pedantic Mikey's a bit wasted keeping these guys in check, but he's also there on high alert to deal with those folks. So I'll take it. Take it and run. Thinking, do we have a spare admiral? If we look at our admirals here, no, we don't. I could generate one, but I want to save some dip for once, especially with that war exhaustion. It's only creeping up. Speaking of creeping up, those Ottomans are really building up a navy there, which worries me ever so slightly. Our colonies also grow pretty slowly because I redacted the policy that allows them to grow a bit faster. Why are you not part of a trade company? I need every bit of naval everything that I can get here. Now, you guys will be done before long. Is it worth me making my way into some incredibly highly developed provinces like this? You're not in a trade company, but you're a damn nice area to have. 13, 8, 8, blah blah blah, all temperate. But I really want to get over here as swiftly as I can, not to mention over here. But it's just a bit outside of my range. I mean, how can I say no to 13 development down there in New Zealand? The easy way is by looking at other places that would serve me better, especially for raiding. Yeah, I can't say no to that. What is this? Hadramut is colonizing around here. Well, saves me the bother down the line at least. No, once I have this done, and it shouldn't take too much longer, I'll just send out all my colonists over there. We'll still keep one spare. Terry Crew stole your moose says, finally I'm free. It was a blast having you on the stream today. Yeah, I popped in on the Russian LAN. It was pretty good. Some high level play, certainly higher than you're going to see on this stream. Truce with Russia has ended. I don't fear the Russians. We saw their navy, we sank their navy, and we can safely leave it at that. Here we go. This was the plan all along. The British are going to have to deal with the Welsh. Hopefully they do actually deal with the Welsh, otherwise I'm just creating bigger problems for myself. And the galleys are getting together, as I had hoped they would. We've got tropical wood. Ah, Perth. That's exactly where I did not want them rising up, because we don't have that cored up, and that's going to cost us more down the line. I didn't give our explorer another job. Really should. I'd like to know more about the Eastern Indian Ocean, so I know what to raid down the line. It's all well and good having you here, but I want more blockading being done around here. You guys aren't still drinking attrition, are you? You are. That's pretty bad for me. But what's not so bad are those spoils of war. Check it out. 2.5 ducats from Constantinople. This is all the reason that I need Naxos back. Simply not having Naxos back is going to cost me dosh. And I'd love to be able to block to put these guys under mothball, because the amount of money they cost me every month is astronomical. Since I have 45, I think I can put away a bunch of you. I can make do with 15 of you sticking around here. 8 of you can go back and be on mothball duty. Because yeah, your costs are insane, and this is kind of what I have galleys for. And that's a lot of money that I don't want to have to pay, but we will pay them off. And there we go. The Ottomans figure now is the time. They can come out and try and sink our galleons, and they might be right. There's a slight risk that they are going to be able to do that. I don't like that risk at all. We'll see how the battle goes. If it starts going really south, we'll bring in the galleys. But looking at it, we have Anastasios. Actually, we should switch him out with Pedantic Mikey just to get every advantage that we can here. And I'll bring in these galleys just for added support in case it's needed. Hopefully it is not. Otherwise, these sieges are going well, and the extra galleys have arrived. Good, then I feel a bit safer about all of this. I'll get you guys over here, and let's see how that fight goes. Yes, the cowardly Ottoman forces. Jings, yeah, we got 50 engagement with their 30. Granted, they have a lot of galleys which fight better, but we have Pedantic Mikey and the heavies, and I dare say they brought a lot of crummy ships. Uh-oh, those Welsh are potentially going to cause me some problems there. I don't like problems there. He's popping out with a whole bunch of his ships. However, I rather think we're going to be a bit untouched here. Well, no, we got heavy ship under attack there. The Ottomans really do not like us living, do they? There we go. Scored a pretty nice takedown there, capturing 20 ships of our own. So if I look at it, I'm going to take these galleons that I managed to grab, tell them to go and rest up and rest easy. Pedantic Mikey can be back on the most important part of this mission. And how about those light ships? Basically, if they're obsolete, I don't want to know about them. Get the sailors instead. The galleys are still good, we'll have them help out. Not sure really what to do with these frigates just yet. We'll park them here. I may want some stuff done with them yet. Maybe help out with this battle just in case. Okay, now they never stood a ghost of a chance. And I have some transports as well. They're all brigs, so I don't mind having them. But I also kind of mind having them. I'm not made of money here. Quite the opposite. So we'll get you guys on mothball duty. It's actually a bit inefficient. I should probably switch my damaged galleons with those that were just sent away on mothball duty. But they will regenerate here nonetheless. I have too many of you, but it's also pretty much raid o'clock, so I should be able to start making my money back sooner or later. Once Cyprus is down, you guys won't suffer from attrition here either, which will be a good point. Can you siege Lika with a cheeky merc force to get that fleet out? It's an option. There's a good chance that he will just jump on me pretty much immediately because he will see it coming. But still, boom. It's not impossible. Not at all. Heck, we have a bunch of willing volunteers around here as soon as Cyprus and Rhodes are down. Not liking that deficit at all. April 05. I'll make make them remember. Let's get these galleys in. I want them to have those Ottomans under severe blockade. These guys are eating attrition like nobody's business, so I'll have to switch out with a wee bit of these guys. Wow, it's not even enough for you. Fine, send out everything we need. Your greed doesn't seem to help you with the money situation. Actually, it does. Well, the way I see it, it does. But I see things differently often. Right, so about you guys. Yeah, mothballed. Because you guys cost me an arm and a leg. Might even get rid of some of them, right? Looking at the heavy ships, I do not need, currently, 29 heavy ships. Let's bring it down to 19, shall we? Famous last words. I might regret this, but at least it helps balance the books considerably. What's the war goal, Jake? Naxos. I need Naxos back. Pretty badly at that. Alright. Rhodos is ours at least. Take that and run. Get back over to Crete. It's a good place to be. Shame that this one's taking so long. Recruitment Master is dead, not that manpower has been a real struggle for us. Force limit neither, so I guess fort defense couldn't hurt. Let's just spend all that money while we can, right? Now, yeah, I agree, forcing them out from Lika would be pretty amazing. And we do have access through Austria, so I could go there, run there, and siege out Lika. I think it's worth a cheeky couple unit risk. Let's see what we can make happen here. Hey, what are the Danes doing down here? Well, I won't claim to know. I think you land the bulk of your army on Athens, send a 2-stack to Naxos, you can get the war goal back. Yeah, at the sacrifice of most of my army. I mean, look at that 17-stack. They just need a little bit to join in, and then I eat a lot of problems. What I want is to have the full blockade going on. Blacklists. Stability cost does not frighten me, maintain it. And what did I think of our leader? Well, 646 at age of 44 when he has the lawgiver personality. That is good news for me. So we're keeping you around, and we got the dip out of it. And Tinstall has been given to Portugal. That means the Portuguese are giving me land to raid, which is rather nice of them. I should really get this island at some point so I have better raiding capability around here, because currently I can only go like 1, 2, 3. This would give me the whole way around. But all in due time. I mean, this land is 5, 6, 5, 5 development. Not amazing, but still nice. I would like it, but nope. I'm saving my colonists for a big shot over in the Asias. Right, got a special job for you guys. It's a risky one because if there are any Turks around here, you are going to get annihilated. Also, high naval attrition for you guys. That is not good. That is quite the opposite of good. Let's get you over to Crete. And have you switched out with a couple of these guys. And in fact, all of these guys. Oh, right, I'm not paying attention here. And that's exactly why the Ottomans are marching out, and I'm not. MTSC2, you're relatively quick. Go and take Lika if you can. Cyprus is ours. Great, no more attrition problems here. Wonderful. And that means there's not even any reason for you to go back there. You can still hang around here all you want. You folks hold on to that, and you pick up our Cypriot brethren and bring them back to Crete. There's a high chance these guys are just going to die, but it's worth it for a shot at forcing this fleet out. How long are you going to take on that? They don't have a lot of fort defense, but they are a lucky nation. It's not really stirring them from there, is it? But yes, forcing out and eradicating that fleet will free up my own fleet to go to many other places. And it looks like the British have dealt with the Welsh, so we should go and siege back our provinces here. I'll just get a couple of them ready for that. Not at war with the British, so this isn't a big deal. Oh, hey, it looks like we got lucky with Lika. Now let's get the heck out of Dodge there. In fact, if we have the route, let's just go all the way back to Venezia. And we will get our transports over there to look after them. And then it's farewell to the Ottoman fleet here. Pedantic Mikey's on the case. Let's see what kind of flagship they got there. Extra cannons, morale, trade power in the fleet. Well, good for them, but I don't think that's going to help. This is war, my friend. There we go. By and large, I won out big in that one. And the best thing is I no longer have to dedicate huge amounts of my fleet right here. That is definitely the best part of it. I feel like I'm making lots of galleys here. I don't think we need quite so many now. It's really pushing up the force limit in an awkward way. You folks are going to be there. I want this galleass here. I want those heavies just scuttled, especially since one of them's a Garak. And of these ones that I just managed to steal, I want the highly damaged ones to what exactly? Just head back for now. Yeah, heading back is fine. And these guys should go around and double down on the defenses around here, especially against this one. Right? I don't like having my heavies all clogged up here. I should have them on mothball. So Pedantic Mikey will get over here and now keep a close eye on these Ottoman galleys. It's the bulk of them as best as I can tell, and my heavies will go back for a nap so that I can save a bit of money for once. These guys still drink attrition over here, which I'm not happy with. I need Naxos back, which means I probably need to do a large-scale invasion across the guy. Because the worst of all, I don't think it's updated my range now that I've taken Crete back, which is odd, but what you gonna do? Well, what I am going to do is raid in just a couple of months. Anti-piracy measures are rife in the Mamluks, or in Alexandria rather. So where are those? I swear I brought down some lights around here. Well, I'm quite certain I brought some lights down around here. Perhaps I was imagining things. It would not be the first time. Ah, right, I built a load of lights over here, but this was more with the intention of going to Asia, which was probably a good idea at the time. But now I need some lights down here to dominate the Mamluks a bit. Those galleys back over there, and then figure out who's making me the least money around here. English Channel or Lubeck. I mean, they're both kind of nice, but I'll take... Again, they're here. Lubeck's not cutting the mustard here, so let's grab half of you and tell you that your job is to privateer in Alexandria. I want you to be bold about it and go for it. Should improve my raiding opportunities. And we'll get our lands back here if I ever remember about them. Seems that the Gaelics have not dropped in on the British just yet. They're just camping on my land, which is unfortunate. Hopefully the Danes don't rise up, but they're quite likely to do so because they're all Protestant. I mean, they're already at 70%. I'm probably gonna... Well, I hope to get it cored fast enough, and then I can just give them autonomy. But that might not be enough. I want you guys on the boat here, and we'll get these transports over to Crete, which is pretty much our staging ground for harassing the Ottomans. There's a lot of navy for me to care about. Yeah, you guys repair automatically out here. It's just making it hard for me to keep track of you at this rate. Yeah, I guess it's okay. It feels weird to mothball my flagship. It feels very weird, in fact. But in the interest of actually outlasting the Ottomans in this war and having positive amounts of money, feeling it's the right thing to do. They still have a hell of a fleet, don't get me wrong about that. My fleet is better. So what I need are for my galleys to pick up the slack and be able to react well. That's why I have quite a lot of galleys. We have even more right here. Let's bring them in. It's kind of mad that these guys are eating attrition over here. I want to... Okay, May is when I need to get ready over there. Let's get you folks back over here. Montgomery is under our control, so I want you back on the boat whenever we can retake the Highland places. Failure everywhere. Right, let's get those damaged ships to repair over in Crete. And boy, do I want Naxos back. It'll be easier if I have a better idea of where everybody is here, but that's not trivial, is it? Why not give landing Naxos a try? I wonder if I just brought enough units, they would have to take quite a while to react to it. So if I just brought all of you guys, right? I mean, big risk, but potentially big win. The galleys are all a bit busted up here. And of course MTSC2 has to be on board with this. Let's just try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? I lose my entire navy, that's the worst that could happen, but... not navy, lose my entire army. But let's just see what comes of this. Raid the Alexandrian area possible. Yeah, I want to make sure that pretty much everywhere is good to go, and that'll be June this year, so in a couple of months we'll get this entire coastline raided and be swimming in dosh, as well we should be. Tempting to take the tech now before the institution penalty rears its ugly head. It's not like I have a lot else to spend my mill on, so we shall make it so. There's a fort on Naxos? No, there is not. It's unfortified. Should be ours to take. So there we go. The Ottomans are already heading over to Athena. Oh wow, they're making their move on Naxos already. That must be because they have either they think they're hot stuff, or more likely they have reinforcements on the way. But I can't see any reinforcements unless they're moving in over from KOTOR, which is possible. When I saw that coming, I should have sent my army over here to intercept them, but I did not. He'll be here on the 20th, and I don't think I'll kick him out fast enough, so this is going to be a nasty loss for me, I dare say. Well, unless we can really destroy them fast enough. Bornholm is part of our lands, as we always knew it would be. I want you guys over in Argyle. If we kick these guys out fast enough, they won't be able to reinforce. This could be victory for Tanner. Did we get our pirates over here? We did. Okay, then that means, whilst all this fighting is going on, we can get some serious raiding going on. And I do like serious raiding. Okay, well I don't have enough to raid this one seriously. Don't tell me there's anti-piracy in Venice. What madness is that? 65 guns and pirate hunting? And I definitely need my fleet down here for dealing with that. Okay, well, that being the case, you guys head around here and raid for all you're worth. Oh well, no, I have you guys coming over here. You guys just go down and up. You folks get your raid on here. Meanwhile, let's destroy the Ottomans quick as you can. Come on, they got reinforcements coming in. There we go. That should secure Naxos for us at this rate. And meanwhile, we raid and raid some more because I need the money. We're all young once. With that,